Guys, hey Pro Results, this is Brixy and we have
Nora
from LA Fitness, and today we're going to be covering step 6 of our sales process, which is basically going over the journal after the workout, after the 6 questions we asked, and then we're going to go straight into our price prezo. Now the one we're covering today, this is the New York State signature one, so we'll go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do, I'm always going to use a pen when I'm going over the journal. This way the prospect's eyes are being directed exactly where I need it to be, okay? All right, Nora, so here in Pro Results, we like to say what gets measured gets improved. So going forward, this is going to be your journal. Now, most important page in here is actually going to be page 5. Now, today we went over your body fat percentage. Do you remember what that was?
27.
Yep, we also picked a goal though. What was our goal?
13, trying to go for that lean.
That's right. So every single month, we're going to be tracking body fat percent again. Now, body fat percent is going to go down, but in order to get that permanent change, what did we say needs to go up?
Lean muscle.
Yup, remember how much?
We said up to 10 pounds.
Nailed it, and that's going to take us about roughly
8 to 12 months.
Okay, you're on track. So we're going to be tracking that and your weight as we go per month. Now down here we have what's called functional mobility movements. Upstairs we performed what's called the overhead squat assessment. The reason why we perform this is to identify any imbalances we have. So you notice your chest was leaning forward while we're squatting.
Yeah.
It was difficult to keep it over our head. Our knees were leaning in a little bit. So going forward, how do we fix those imbalances? We divide your body in half. Through strength training, we want to level out that weaker side, okay? Shoulder flexibility test to open up our range of motion and traps. We have strength and endurance, so we're comparing upper body strength compared to lower as that improves. Our wall sit, which was the most difficult for us today. And then very importantly, our core. So today we did 30 seconds. By next month, we said we want at least
a full minute.
That's right. And then we have our cardiovascular endurance, okay? So when it comes to our cardiovascular endurance, has nothing to do with how fast you run, how long you run, how quick you run. It's really about how quick can we get your heart rate to recover from one workout and move on to the next. So you know how we're taking a few pauses upstairs, you're grabbing water, catching your breath? What we're gonna notice is your endurance gets longer, but your recovery time is gonna get shorter. And before you know it, you're gonna be next, okay? So today we did that 3-minute step test and we finished around 145. Now let's see where you stand as far as national average. So if we go down here, woman, you said you're 25 years old, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 145, that puts us at a very poor category. So what that means, Nora, is your heart is currently working much harder than it should have to, as it is one of the most important muscles to simply pass oxygen and nutrients inside those blood vessels, okay? So we're going to be tracking this on a monthly basis, and we would love you to finish at least around 93. Sounds good?
Yep.
All right. Now back to page 5, and probably the most fun part, this is your bragging rights. In inches, we measure the neck, chest, shoulders, waist, hips, biceps, thigh, and calf to make sure you're adding and losing inches in the right area of your body. Now guys, if I have a male prospect sitting in front of me, I'm going to say, because you might want your lats to get wider, but at the same time, we want to shrink your waist so you have that nice V-tape. If I have a female prospect sitting in front of me, I'm going to say, because even though we're losing some weight, we still want that nice hourglass feminine shape, okay? Now, while you're in here, Nora, trainer writes the name of the workout you guys are performing, the body part, the sets, the reps, and the weights. 2 very important reasons why. First of all, we never want to see your body go through what's called a plateau. Do you know what a plateau is?
I know a little bit.
Kinda?
Sure,
okay.
yeah.
So basically, our bodies are made to adapt when it comes to pain and pressure, right? So if you're in here doing too much of this similar workout, similar intensity, your body will get used to it and stop giving you results. That's usually when motivation goes down, consistency goes down, because why bother coming to a gym when you're not seeing results, right?
So I've been in a plateau.
Okay, so this is how we track to make sure that plateau doesn't happen. Now, if you ever want to track your workouts or repeat something, you could always turn back and kind of reflect over, okay?
Okay.
Now, in the back of this book, you have some amazing information when it comes to nutrition from our certified nutritionist. Now it's going to tell you anywhere from red flags to reading to reading labels, to also breaking down macros, portion control. So there's a bunch of information that you could use here. Helpful tips when you're going grocery shopping as well, okay?
Okay.
Now, Nora, you said earlier you typically drive here, right?
I do.
Okay, great. Just make sure you always keep this in your car. That way you never forget it home. But let me ask, has anyone ever customized a program based off nutritional, cardio regimen, strength training regimen?
No.
No? Okay, what do you think this would do for us?
Change my life.
Take you to the next level, that's right. Any questions for me so far, Nora?
How much is this?